bit of bean sprout, a good handful of bean sprouts, some daikon just shredded carrot as well, young bamboo shoots which is found all through Myanmar, and some Chinese cabbage. Just gonna wok toss that just until it's slightly wilted but still has great texture. Okay, I'm gonna season that with a bit of soy, just around a tablespoon or so. Light soy, bit of salt, bit of sugar as well. There's so much happening around me, there's so many people. It's pretty exciting. But that's what I love about Myanmar. The streets are always packed, there's street food everywhere. It's almost like a market is on every street corner. And everyone's so friendly. There's smiles, lots of characters, and they're also hospitable. All right, so next I'm gonna put in some Asian celery. The same family as a European celery. Thinner stalks, hollow, more delicate in touch, but bigger, much bigger in flavour. Very, very aromatic. Chop some of that up with some spring onion. Toss that around. Taxi coming through, Mingla Bar. And then I've got some tofu, which I've fried off in a bit of oil, a little bit crispy. All right, and that's a really simple stir fry there. I'm gonna cool it, put it in my glass bowl, and just let it cool for 5 minutes or so. Mala! Mala! Can I have some paper, please? Mala. Jezube, Jezube. Now look at that paper, it's piping hot. It's really hot standing here actually. And they're so super thin. Look at that. Translucent, beautiful. It reminds me of the Vietnamese rice paper, but these are made from wheat flour. So that goes down. I'm gonna get a piece of lettuce leaf, put that down first. Now there's a lot of versions of this kapion. You can put chili sauce on there, you can spread hoisin sauce, black bean sauce, but the version here in Myanmar is very, very simple. All you need is a sweet chili dipping sauce, easy. So a good handful of your vegetables and tofu onto the lettuce leaf. You wrap it up from the bottom up, and then you fold the edges in like that, and you're creating a nice tight roll. Just roll it down. It's got to slice it into 3 pieces, into thirds. Look at that. Nice, lovely roll. And all you need now is a dipping sauce. Now there's my Myanmar vegetarian wraps, kopian. I've stumbled across this awesome egg noodle house, which has been here for over 60 years. Now, Umama, the owner, tells me that 60 years ago, a kilo of these egg noodles cost 1 chat. But today, 1,200 chat, around $1.50, which is still pretty cheap. Now, I know there's a lot of machinery here, but I tell you, it still takes a lot of experience and skill.
To make the dough, wheat, water, salt, egg, and baking soda are mixed together. The dough is then put through the rolling machine 3 times to reach the ideal thickness. Once it's rolled into sheets, the dough is then cut into noodles. There are 3 different blades which create 3 different noodle sizes: thin, medium, and fat. The noodle ribbons are plunged into a big pot of boiling water for a few minutes before they are plunged into cold water to stop the cooking process. The parboiled noodles are then coated with oil to stop them from sticking together, then transferred to racks to dry for 10 minutes before sale. find the back streets of Yangon just as enjoyable as the bustling city centre. Walking around, the vibrant colours of the old colonial houses jump out. I'm lost, but I don't care. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm experiencing the everyday life of the local people. This newspaper delivery guy could hit a balcony 3 stories up. A simple thing, but a great skill to watch. One thing to look out for are the pigeons. They are just everywhere. I wonder if they are another legacy left by the British. This Hindu temple was so beautiful. I could only imagine what each figurine represented in Indian culture.
Now today I'm going to cook a really delicious local recipe. It's a tomato king prawn curry. So what I've got in here, I've got pounded onions, pounded garlic, ginger, chilli. They're the basic ingredients for any curry in Myanmar. I'm going to turn on my cooker. Now Myanmar cuisine is described as being oily, delicious and a little bit spicy. But the oil, they do use a lot of it. So maybe if you don't like oil, just use a little bit less. So once the oil is hot, put in your nice pounded onion, garlic and chili. And you need to cook it on low to medium heat until it caramelizes, until all the liquid is drawn out, evaporated, and you're just left with the beautiful flavors of your onion paste. Now there's a saying in the Myanmar language which is called sibian, which basically means getting the oils to return, and that's what you're looking for in this dish. Now that's been cooking away for a little while now, so I'm just going to add a bit of chili paste to that, around a teaspoon, just for a nice colour and a bit of a kick. A little bit of turmeric powder as well. Now turmeric powder is like the golden spice of Asia really, and India. That's smelling really fantastic now. I'm going to give that another 10 minutes or so, just so it caramelizes when I see some colour. Whilst that's cooking, I'm going to marinate my king prawns. These are huge, they're almost jumbo prawns. I'm going to leave the head on of these prawns because what I really enjoy is cooking with the head on. Why? Because it has so much flavour. Inside here there's this almost orangey, yellowy butter or oil that gives a lot of flavour to your dish. I've taken the shell off, I've deveined it and left the tail. So a bit of marinade, I'm going to put a bit of turmeric powder, a bit of salt and just a dash of fish sauce. Now I'm pretty excited that I can use fish sauce again. So just around half a tablespoon or so, and that will do. Marinate that for 10 minutes. Okay, my sibian has happened. The oil has returned and all the moisture and water has disappeared and evaporated. So it's time to put my tomatoes in. Around 4 little tomatoes chopped up. This will add a great freshness and sweetness to the dish. And I'm just going to add a little dash of water and just cook that down for around 10 minutes. Now behind me is a beautiful old Hindu temple called the Sri Kali Temple, built in 1871. Now what I really admire about Yangon and Myanmar is that all these religions and all these cultures and beliefs live in such beautiful harmony together. What I really also love is the food. Now the tomatoes have been reducing for around 10 minutes. I'm going to throw my prawns in, 4 big prawns, and I'll cook that for around 2 to 3 minutes. You don't want to overcook your prawns, and just remember, when you're finished cooking the prawns and you take it out and you plate it and it comes to the dinner table, they're actually still cooking. So always undercook your prawns so when they reach the dinner table, they're perfectly cooked. Now what I love about Burmese curries is that they're not very complicated. A lot less spice and herbs used, not like Thai or Indian curry. Very delicate and soft in flavour. They've been cooking for around 3 minutes and they look fantastic, ready to go. Look at that, beautiful juices, so succulent. Wow. Put some nice sauce onto it. I'm gonna garnish with some sawtooth coriander sliced up, some normal Asian coriander as well. And that's my gorgeous king prawn tomato curry, Bozun Tau Sibian.
next time, I visit the beautiful Inle Lake in Myanmar's Shan State.
Now, it seems to me that the local people, along with nature, have collaborated to make Inle Lake a very special place.
This relatively undiscovered area was such a surprise.
And just behind me here, you can see the scenery is just so stunning and beautiful.
I was fascinated to see how the locals lived, surrounded by nothing but water.
The rain's arrived. It's so nice.
Yes, yes, yes. I love monsoon
Oh,
too.
so do I.